Every day I wake up, wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building. We have Jordan E. Cooper and one of my favorite people in the world, Miss Pat, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Hey,
Man, how much weight are you gonna lose, Miss Pat?
as much as I can afford to die shot. Oh, Hayden, man. What you worried about? I was looking good fat, nigga.
Yes, you are.
I ain't never walked in here looking wrong. What you talking about? You ain't never had to pull up no 2 couches for me, bitch. Hey, yo, my shit is proportionate. Proportionate. My titties and my navel do not connect.
Yo, I love your hair. You looking like Big Glow with it.
Yeah, I know. I love Glorilla.
Yes.
I want to meet her. I know everybody like, you look like Glorilla mama. Cousins. I wish like hell I had Glorilla. Yeah. I wish. She was the baby I killed. Then God got me back and made that motherfucker famous. I got a gay daughter and a stupid son. That's why you should be careful about the babies you kill. You might kill a LeBron James.
Damn.
You never know.
The good thing now, they can tell you what you have it. You know, you can get the ultrasound and be like, this is a stupid motherfucker. Go and send him back to God.
Damn.
Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know they're gonna be LeBron or Glorilla though.
Yeah, you can now. But back in the day, you know that my kids was born on Medicaid, so you only got a ultrasound when you were 9 months. You was not allowed.
Damn. Ultrasound at 9 months.
For real? Yeah, they didn't give a fuck about that baby. They were like, we're gonna see what you're having at 9 months. We ain't gonna keep giving you these fucking free pictures.
I did not know that back in the day though.
Yeah.
A lot of ultrasounds was not available.
They was available, but it was Medicaid. You know, so you had a choice. You can get as many abortions on Medicaid, or you can get an ultrasound. So
damn, it was an abortion or ultrasound.
Yeah, so I had both.
You can, okay. You
got the coupon.
Until you maxed out.
Are you writing the buddy comedy? With Glorilla and Miss Pat?
Listen, we should make that happen.
Yes.
That would be dope. That would be dope.
Hell yeah. She Glorilla reminds me so much of me when I was young. Like, I was even fine like her. Not as small, you know, before that old nigga
Shut
got
up,
me pregnant.
Charlamagne.
I didn't say nothing.
I seen you about to. Go ahead.
No, I was not.
Charlamagne, I just want you to know that my vagina ain't always set. I mean, my stomach has not always set on my vagina.
I did not
At once
say
in my life, I could wear a 2-piece and not chicken, nigga.
Miss Pat.
Yo, she catch you before
I know
you
Miss
bounce.
Pat is fine. Miss Pat fine now.
I'm all right. I'm married. I've been married for 32 years, so he ain't complaining. So whatever he pulling to the side and lifting, he happy.
I be seeing them skinny niggas in your comments.
They do. They
be all up in
But
your
they're not gonna
comments.
make me pay him my money. I'm gonna be right there with my husband to the end.
Y'all still sleeping in separate bedrooms?
Yeah, that shit is delicious too. You hear me?
It is.
I got somewhere to lay my titty at on the pillow. Hey, I ain't got to listen to him pass gas. I'm telling you, if you've been married in a relationship a long time, you do not have to sleep next to these men. Get your own room. You get tired of nigga rubbing on you in the middle of the night. You know, you gotta I don't know, most women, like, I don't go to bed sexy. I just get in the bed. I'm one of them people, I can't stand to take a bath at night because I don't want to be damped in the morning.
What? You don't want to be damp?
Why is you damp? Why is you damp in the morning?
Because I'm fat and I'm a little sweat.
So you dripping?
So yeah, I'm always leaking. But
Why you don't wash?
I do. I wash in the morning. So I be
okay,
fresh. Yeah,
right.
I need my stuff 24 hours fresh. In the morning. I can't have. I just don't like that shit.
Yeah.
So I don't put on lingerie. I don't do. I go to bed. And if we gonna do it, you won't fuck. And if you don't, excuse me, if you won't have sex. If you don't, I just go to bed.
But you can save money in the wintertime though.
Wow.
Because you keep them warm, like laying next to them.
Boy, I got me a heated blanket.
Oh, okay.
And plus, I have a full-side bed in my room. He have a king. He like a hard mattress. I like a soft mattress. But I've been married for 32 years. I don't have to
on
sleep
a full-size mattress?
What you trying to say? She can't sleep. Yeah, she can sleep. She
No, I'm not trying to say
that was crazy.
You meant to say that?
I wouldn't even say no shit like that.
No.
I wouldn't even say no shit. I thought it, but I ain't saying nothing. That was fucked up. Because I thought about it, but I ain't saying it. I was like, just full size.
queen.
Oh, okay.
Full-size queen.
I ain't never heard of that one.
I lost weight now, so I feel a little bit more balanced. God damn, I'm sorry you got that twin body, bitch. She got that twin body.
Twin
She
bed
throwing
body is
shots,
crazy.
ain't she? I ain't never said I slept on no twin. God damn,
Twin bed body crazy.
Oh man.
Jordan, how you deal with her all day long?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. No, she's a fool. Whenever we on set, she just be acting up. We were just talking about this. I was like, there's got to be at least 1,700 thoughts that come to your brain that you got to stop before they come out your mouth because you know it's going to set a fire.
In this industry, I do. I have to watch what I say because, you know, you walk into these meetings and you be wanting to say, what the fuck you wearing, white man?
Damn.
Jordan, what did you understand about Miss Pat's voice and her story that others might have missed earlier?
I think just letting her be authentic. You know, I always say when we created the Miss Pat show, I wanted to create the first sitcom that I felt like would have that Def Jam comedy vibe where it's like you could be uncensored because there's so many that came before her like the Red Foxes and the Richard Pryors and who had a show for 3 seconds, you know what I mean, who couldn't be themselves. Bernie Mac couldn't really be himself on the Bernie Mac show, but when he got on stage, he could say, I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I wanted to create a sitcom that allowed her to just be, where she could say whatever she wanted to say, do whatever she wanted to do, and we could have hard conversations and let her say her unfiltered self.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
How did your kids get on an episode? Like, did you want it?
No. So my kids on an episode of the Judge Show, which airs this week, and somebody dropped out, right? So these are people who have real cases or whatever fuck going on, friends dispute. My kids, a case dropped out, and literally, I did not know they was gonna walk through that door.
So you didn't
she
know
had no
your
idea.
kids
We
were
made sure
coming.
she had no idea.
I had no idea, but they did go to the strip club, and my son did spend my gay daughter money, but we never would get it back. And they've been arguing over this for a whole year, and I was like, well, why would you give a broke nigga some money at the strip club?
Yeah.
And so he didn't pay her back, and it became a case. And when I heard Lay versus Lay, I said, this might be my baby daddy. I said, I'm finna put it to this nigga, and it walked in was my kids.
Damn. So how did you approach the case? Did you approach it as Miss Pat or as Dead Mama?
I approached it both ways because I couldn't believe they were suing each other when I had just got my daughter teeth fixed and she didn't pay me back, but she want her brother to pay her back. And I'm like, all y'all owe me money. So what? Nobody. I put them out. I was like,
she
get
put the
out of
whole
my
thing
courtroom.
out.
I paid $8,500 to get your mouth fixed and flew you to Guantanamo Bay, where the hell she went to.
To get her teeth done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they were rough, but they look good now.
Was it an agreement put in place like you need to pay me back for
Yes,
this?
but some reason my kids don't think especially them first two, my Medicaid kids, they don't think they supposed to pay me back.
Your Medicaid kids.
Yeah, those are the ones I
That's
gave
because
birth
you
on
be-
Medicaid.
Oh, okay.
You was going on Medicaid too, nigga.
I'm sure. I don't know.
You be killing me in this motherfucker.
So wait, Jordan, you're 30 years old now, right?
Yeah, 30.
30.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan the genius, by the way.
That's
I don't know if
what it is.
motherfuckers like to throw that word around, but I do. Jordan's the genius.
You know what? It's nothing like this kid. It was so, and we done told this story several times how we met. But when I first laid eyes on him, I was like, this nigga is a black woman. A fat black woman trapped in a gay man body. That's the first thing I said about him. I said, you died as a fat black woman and came back as a gay man. Cause he gets me. Like, I mean, immediately we just connected. And I couldn't do that with no other writer that I had. Nobody would listen to me. And it's nothing like dealing with a writer and they writing a story about you and that writer think that they're funnier than you. You can't out funny me, motherfucker, when I'm talking about me or I'm talking about something that coming from my head. And when I met Jordan, I said, hey, I got an idea, but nobody would listen to me. He said, what was it? I said, I sit on an airplane and talk to white people and see why they so racist. And that's all I had to say. And that was the pilot. Yeah, Southwest. Remember Southwest? You said anywhere?
Yeah.
So I would literally block the seat off and I wanted to talk to white men to see why the fuck they think the way they do. I would have racist conversation about race. And I told him that, and that's how that airplane thing came
Why
out.
airplane? Because that's a trap setting. Like they can't go nowhere.
If you see if you see the pilot, what we do is the very first episode of the Miss Pat show. It's hers. It starts off with her doing stand up, and then as thank you. And as she finishes the set, like the airplane kind of comes in around her, and then before you know it, we're dropped in the scene, and she's talking to this white woman about black kids being shot and being a black mom and all this stuff in a really cool way. Yeah, she's
And
go ahead. I want to ask you, Joe, how do you make a set feel safe for actors to laugh about the same things that somebody like Miss Pat might have cried about in real life? Just that trauma.
I mean, I feel like that's one thing that me and Pat have always had in common. is that we find a way to laugh at the pain, because once you laugh at it, you have control over it. So we try to make sure that in every episode that we do, whether we're talking about rape, molestation, or porn, or drugs, or whatever it is, we find a way to laugh at this thing to give us victory over it in a way that no other show kind of does. What's crazy is that I always tell the story, when I first saw Miss Pat, my dad had recorded her. She was on some daytime talk show. I was in high school.
Harry Connick Jr.
That's what it was. And he was like, you got to watch her. She needs a TV show. She needs a book or something. And so I watched it. And I'm in high school. I ain't got no power. I ain't got, you know what I mean? But I fell in love with her, and I was like, yo, she does the same thing that I do. She like will tell a story about being molested and somehow have you fall over laughing. And I was like, yo, I want to work with her. So fast forward a couple years, I'm in college. She writes a book about her life. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to get this book so I can study it. I screenshot the book. The book is like $35 hardcover. I'm in college, so I'm trying to save money for my 4for4s. I got holes in my socks, you know. I'm trying, so I screenshot it. I'm gonna come back to it. Then I write Ain't No Mo. Lee sees Ain't No Mo, and he already had a connection with Miss Pat, and he was like, yo, there's this comedian I met, and I think you guys have a similar voice. Like, you should connect with her and see if it'll work. She came out to see the show, and she said that exact same thing. She said, nigga, you write like a big black woman. I was like, I don't know what that means, but thank you. And ever since then, we made it work, and we built the show, got BET, they first Emmy nominations ever in 40 years. 3. Yeah, we got 3 Emmy nominations.
That was the first time I met Miss Pat, was at Ain't No More screening in LA years ago. I don't even think it was a screening. It was, what you call that?
That was like a reading. Like before we even did anything with it. Yeah, that was like, and I was probably, how was I? I was probably 23 when that happened. Yeah.
I was asking, with you being so young, how did you dive into some of those legend comics? Right? You mentioned Red Fox, you mentioned Rich Pryor. What got you into those being so young?
I was obsessed with old school TV for some reason. Like, and I think because I love theater, so like whenever I watch those old sitcoms like Good Times and Jeffersons and Martin, it felt like just good theater with cameras. Like when you have a live audience, it's not like that bootleg like laugh track shit, which is why with the Miss Pat show, I wanted to make sure we had a live studio audience, make sure we got real people laughing. Because if a joke ain't funny, we gonna fix it. You know what I mean? Like, we not just gonna make y'all laugh at a stupid joke. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I think learning from like the Norman Lears and learning from like that era of television really taught me how to write it in a really interesting way. And then also, I'm just a student of black comedy, just like old school black comedy, like everything from Moms Mabley on. Like, and I try to make sure that we honor that black comedy even in the stuff that we do. Because she's, to me, like, she's carrying that baton of like those who came before. Like, I wish I could sit in a conversation with her and Bernie Mac and just hear what them motherfucking kids got. I can hear it.
I was waiting on everybody else. When it comes to like, the thing I love about Jordan's storytelling is he always centers black life with like no filter, right? How do you decide what belongs on the Broadway stage versus what belongs on like a TV screen?
That's a great question. I feel like I never decipher, like even with my new play right now called Oh Happy Day, it's at the Public Theater. We close on Sunday. So if y'all in New York, come out to Oh Happy Day. It's a black ass play.
And bring your tissue, honey.
Yeah,
I was in that bitch crying last night. I was like, Jordan, I hate your ass.
And y'all know Donald Lawrence, right? Donald Lawrence, like, encourage yourself, the best is yet to come. He wrote the music for it. But I always try to like write without whiteness at the center of anything, because I feel like a lot of times black writers who are writing for Hollywood or who are writing for Broadway or theater, a lot of times they assume white people are going to be in the audience, and they assume
they try to make them comfortable.
Exactly, they want them to be comfortable, want them to understand every joke, want them to understand. And me, I write as if there are no white people watching, because I feel like writing with whiteness at the center is a form of white supremacy. So it's like I'm not about to put on my white hood. So I try to like make sure that anytime black people are entering a space, whether that's they're entering a theater or just turning on the TV and watching something that I wrote, making sure that they feel like, oh no, this is for me. We have to cook out.
I will say this, sometimes it be too damn black. I'm like, Joe, we ain't gonna be able to do that. There been many times I look at little nigga, do that black shit back. I'm not doing that shit.
No, wait. Let me tell you a story about like the first time I sent her the first draft of the first episode of Miss Pat Show, right? Sent her the first draft. And she called me back. She said, Jordan, we can't send this to these white people. I said, what you mean? She said, you got me saying nigga and motherfucker and shit. And I said, well, Pat, that's how you talk. She said, nigga, I don't motherfucking talk like that.
All the time.
Literally, all the time.
I didn't know you had another play out.
Yes, it is
it's up
so.
right now.
We just invited you to it. You didn't answer back,
That
but
is
that's
not
what
true.
you
You
do.
ain't tell me
Pam
nothing about
did
that.
call you. You didn't answer the white woman back. Well, I'm not touching you ever.
I said text me.
Oh, text you. Oh, okay.
I'm not touching you ever.
No, but come check it out. We close on Sunday tonight.
It
Come
is
check
so
it out.
good. It is so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It is so good. It is about the black family. It is so good. I was in that bitch boo-hooing last night. Other than the Breakfast Club, that's why I'm in New York now
Yeah.
with the rats and it's cold in this bitch. That's I hate this city.
Jordan, with you being so young, right? Did you ever get any pushback?
Oh,
yeah.
Like
they don't take you
crazy.
serious. They don't
Literally.
think you are experienced enough to even
Always
do a show like
from the very beginning, like, and that's why I'm grateful that I had a champion in her, because of course, like in my plays and my writing my plays, I've been writing plays since I was like 10 years old. So I would always experience that then, but then when I get to Hollywood, that's a whole nother, because a lot of the conversations are like things like people telling me like, oh, we don't do that on television, or that's not possible, or that won't make sense, or, I've been doing this for 30 years and you can't come in here and change this, and I'm like, no, we doing something new. That's the point. We created something new for a new audience and a new generation. So like something specifically like I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Miss Pat show, but y'all know Nigga Poppins, the character that Tommy Davidson plays. Yeah. So the whole idea was that like, oh, we call him Nigga Poppins because he really supposed to be in jail, but he just like randomly pop up at the house every now and again when something needs to be fixed. So the whole thing was that at the end of it, to put a button on a joke, was that he was gonna steal Pat's umbrella and he was gonna fly off into the sky.
So let me tell the rest of the story. So Jordan wanted Nigga Poppin' to fly, but the person at the time didn't understand why Nigga Poppin' fly, and I'm not in Jordan's head. So a lot of times Jordan, since I'm the star of the show, he would have to come get me so I could push stuff through. So I'm like, Jordan, is this shit gonna work? You get me to do this dumb shit. I'm cussing out everybody. They say it gonna work. So they didn't want Nigga Poppin' to fly. So I went and told, look, Nigga Poppin' gonna fly, because he say Nigga Poppin' need to fly. And I'm like, do this shit make sense, Jordan?
They didn't understand Mary Poppins, Nigga Poppins.
They didn't understand it in a black kind. Like, why is this?
The way Nigga Poppin' flew out the porch, it did look stupid. But I don't have that vision what he's talking about.
Right.
So I would always just say, let Nigga Poppin' fly. And everybody got mad, but Nigga Poppin' flew, and it worked. And it was one of the things that everybody remember. And it was so many times Jordan come up to me and say, we need to do this. And I say, Jordan, I'm going to lose the whole show fucking with you. Like when he wanted to direct, and he's like, it's his show. So they wouldn't let him show run. So the second season, we got him to show run because I had to threaten him. And I ain't coming back. I was fussing, cussing out of everybody. So they let him show run. Then he wanted to direct. He too young to direct. And then I'm fussing. He got a goddamn direct. And I call and say, nigga, can you direct? He had never directed. I said, well, you better learn how to direct. You up here got me fussing at these people. So they let him direct. And I was like, Lord, please let this shit work out. He playing with these people money. He ain't never been in front of this many damn cameras. And it worked out.
It's got to be frustrating when you funny, when you are creative, and you got to explain your vision to people who are not funny and not creative, because if they were, they wouldn't need y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And it is hard. I mean, even sometimes over at BET Plus, explaining to people what we want to do and why we want to go there. I remember when I was on the episode where I was having an abortion, and I had an abortion without my husband's consent, because we was trying to send a message. This is my body. Just because I'm married to you, you do not own my body. If I get pregnant and I choose to have an abortion, it is my choice. Like it's your choice to get your nuts clipped. Nobody ever say shit when y'all get y'all nuts clipped. Hey, that's killing babies too. They stopped up in your ass now. They can't come down to your ball and recreate, right? Right. You never thought about it like that.
I never thought about it.
But you done cut the baby head off because it can't come out through your urethra, whatever they're called. But anyway, damn.
Stop letting people know your ass envy.
But make a long story short, Terry punches the refrigerator because I had an abortion, and one of the executives was like, he shouldn't punch the refrigerator. I said, he frustrated. His wife just had an abortion without his choice. So what are you talking about? And I had to fight to keep that in there. It was real. So those are the things, and I try to tell them, like, if it's when sometimes me and Terry had an argument, he'll grab me and he was like, get her hand off. I said, bitch, I know how to be beat. I've been beat. So I know what I'm doing to make it look like it's real. You know how many times I had my ass beat and how many times I beat somebody's ass? And those are the things that you had to really fight for, like the real stuff. Him snatching on me, or him talking to me a certain way, or him punching the refrigerator. Or, we had one executive, oh my God, y'all, you're going to have an abortion. And I told her, I said, and she left the show, I said, the problem is that this is mimicking your life. So since I hit on something that you tried to hide within yourself, you triggered. So that's why you left. Yeah. It wasn't because you didn't like the Miss Pat show, bitch. It was because I brought up memories. And it's okay. Yeah. Sometimes I walk down the food aisle and I see polished meat and I feel poor. So that's why I don't walk down that aisle with the sardines and stuff on it. I don't eat Ritz crackers. Certain shit I don't do to make me not feel poor. If I see an El Camino, I was molested in an El Camino, so I don't like them. Yeah. So we all get triggered by shit. And it's okay. But don't fault my show.
That's how I feel about Jerry curls.
You get triggered by Jerry curls?
Never had no damn
when I used to get touched on when I was 8.
Ain't nobody touched
Dude had a Jerry curl.
Don't do that.
The guy had a Jerry curl.
The guy had a Jerry curl?
Huh?
The guy who touched you had a...
The woman who touched me had a Jerry curl. And I used to always say I didn't like the smell of her Jerry curl. That's why I made her stop.
Wow.
Oh, my God. You made her stop molesting you because you didn't like her hair smell?
Yes. No, that was
not
the
because
excuse.
She was touching you.
No, that was the exactly.
Oh,
that was the excuse
to make her stop.
I never paid attention to my molester haircut.
But you paid attention to other stuff though. The El Camino.
The music, the graveyard.
Bitch, get off me, your hair stank.
Man, fuck you, Miss Pat. Nobody want to share no trauma with you now.
You're trying to bond with you.
You're trying to trauma bond. You want me to talk about nigga what?
Jordan like, don't do that.
You smell like my mama. You smell like my mama. Get off me, bitch. Get off me, Miss Betty. Miss Betty, don't do that. Don't touch my balls, Miss Betty. Oh, shit. Next time I come here, nigga, I'm going to wear Jerry curl.
Oh, my God, no.
I'm not fooling with you.
I'm going to wear Jerry curl with some Primo.
Miss Pat, what's one thing that you didn't fight about, but you wish you fought about?
You should have one Whitney Williams. Okay.
Damn.
That don't play.
Miss
Pat, what's one thing that you didn't fight?
It wasn't a grave disease that threw you out. Okay.
Damn. She ain't having baby.
I was just looking at you.
Jerry curl. But
I
think it was canker ankles.
Did you see the picture of him sitting on Wendy lap?
Yeah.
So what about the comedy you gonna write about Miss Pat in hell? The comedy about Miss Pat in hell. How that's gonna be?
When you was on with lap, she had her finger up her ass. That's why she was like, smile, nigga, smile.
Damn.
Look, she was like, smile, nigga, smile.
Don't act like there's not pictures of men sitting on your lap now.
Ain't no man sat on my lap.
That's a lie. You used to pretend to be Santa Claus in the goddamn mall back in the day.
You got me fucked up.
What? Santa Claus.
You got me messed up with the bitch who touched you with that Jerry curl.
Oh, my God.
That was not me. That was your mama friend.
Stop, yo.
That was Miss Betty. Move, nigga, move.
Stop.
I was asking if there's anything that you didn't fight for that you wish you fought for in any of these shows.
I think we usually win.
No, because one thing we did, and I tell what I love about Jordan is when we went into this, we didn't know anything about TV. And one thing I promised him, because I'm from the street, your word mean everything to me. And I told him, I said, this is Hollywood, and they're gonna try to tear us apart. As long as we stay together, I think we can succeed. You be honest with me, and I'll always be honest with you. And that's one thing they could never do. They could never tear us apart. When they were running around talking about, can she read? Hell no, I can't read that fast, but I'm going to practice. He came back and told me. So what we did was we went to L.A. and we hired people to do table reads with us because I had never seen a table read.
Before the real
and we did it like a couple times a month so I could get practice to be comfortable because I ain't know shit about acting. And when they was like, he's too young to direct, I fought like hell to make sure he directed. And finally, they left us alone. So, and that's hard to find in this business. Somebody who's going to keep their word with you. Because it's easy to dangle money in their face and break up the whole fucking tribe. Literally. But they was never, baby. Plus, I already had a husband with a good job. And I told him, you could never give me as much money as I could steal from you. So I've never been fascinated by Hollywood. I'm not the bitch that's going to get my nose done. I'm going to get my stomach done down when it go all the way down. Because I would like to see my vagina before I die. But other than
Get
that,
you a mirror.
no, no mirror. No, nigga, too much heat down there. That mirror better have a windshield. It better have a windshield wipe on it. I ain't got Jess Hilarious, little poo tang. I got a pussy. My hair grow down my thighs.
God damn.
Come on, little shop of horrors.
Crazy, man.
I own my leg. My shit say, woo woo. Hootie hoo.
Miss Pat, you know I was supposed to been on an episode or multiple episodes of Miss Pat Settles, but I got a phone call, right? Right after paperwork was done and all of that, right? Saying that I could no longer be on the show for a few episodes because of a comment that I had made. And the comment was literally verbatim, only women can have babies. I said that, and I asked, was that what got them to, revoke my opportunity to be on your show? And they said yes.
Well, you know what? A lot of times when they do stuff, and I'm going to be honest with you, because I knew you was going to ask me this fucked up question on air. So I'm going to ask you. They didn't come to us and say that. They just said, we're going to go in. BET said no. So when I asked you to do it, and no matter who I pick in this room, the network still have to approve it. And they check out everything. So when I guess that conversation came up, and then they decided to say no. It's nothing I can do when it's their money. I came in and said, I want you on my show. I went back and told them, I want you on my show. But then they said, BET said no.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't you.
Yes.
Because the person who even called me said that you fought for, like, you really was like, nah, I want her on the show.
Yes.
And you said that more than once. But they told me that was the reason why. And I'm like, oh, all right. Well, do she know that? Can she, you know what I'm saying? Like, did y'all talk to her or did y'all tell her? What was her feedback? Like, y'all don't care that that's her show. She want me on there. And then it's just bogus for a statement like that I couldn't come and do. Miss Pat settles that I was really upset about that, yo.
But you do understand why people were like all up in arms about that.
Absolutely, I understand, but that don't mean what I said was not true. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I think it's only because of there are trans men, there are men, like people who identify as men out there who like have babies. So they're like, oh, I have a baby too, but I don't necessarily consider myself a woman. So then it like exits me out of the conversation. It's like that was it. It was the fact that there were people who don't identify as women who are like, no, I have babies. I do childbirth, but I just feel offended because I'm not a.
Let me give you a piece of advice from having a gay daughter. Let people be whoever the fuck they want to be. I grew up with a lot of people who say whatever the fuck they was at. Whatever you are, that's who I respect you as being. Me personally, I don't put myself in those conversations. If you say you a woman, then you a fucking woman. You got on my shoes, you got on my dress, I'm mad because your makeup is better than mine. Other than that, I don't give a fuck what. You can look like Charlamagne with a wig. If Charlamagne want to be, shut the hell up. If he want to be Shala today, then fine. I mean, just don't argue with him. Because allow them to be whatever they want to be. And that's just life.
But also, I think it's because I always look at this, and we talked about this on the show, is I always think that, like, I just look at everybody as spirits. Like, we're all really just, like, having a physical experience for this lifetime here on this earth. But we're all just spirits. And those spirits, when we die, don't come with a dick, don't come with a vagina, don't come with, you're just a spirit. It's how you treated people when you were here and how you lived your life. And I think there are people who are like, oh, I'm just spirit. Like, I don't subscribe to the, like, colonialized mind of, like, oh, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm a this, I'm a that. It's like, no, I'm just spirit. But I think that's why people were like, oh, all up in arms whenever that happened, because it was like.
But I also feel like if you do, I don't think you should be canceled for it, though.
No, I think it's a conversation. I don't think it's canceled. I don't personally. I don't think it's canceled. I think it's conversation.
You know how we can have a conversation whether you agree or disagree, and then we can leave here and have a drink later.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because it's just so much shit said that is completely off motherfuckers' radar, right? Nobody get in trouble for shit.
But
Nobody else.
But my thing is like,
But you
it's
do
not
know
about
the gay community is like MAGA.
But wait, it's not.
Yeah,
no,
but
they're
it
not.
ain't the gay
Whoa,
community.
but hold on, it's not about. It's not about. It's not about. But this is the thing. It's not about getting canceled. I think getting canceled defeats the purpose.
Wait. Let me clear that up. What I mean by the gay community,
You said
I'm like, what that-
gay again. That's exactly what you just said, Miss Pat. We
Because I'm
heard
like,
you.
what?
no, what I mean is,
not about
what I
being
mean
gay.
is that when they come for you, they come for you, and they come in droves, and no matter what you say, they right. I mean, they did the
That's
same
not
thing that
true.
they
But that's crazy.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What, but you don't fuck with the gay community.
I do fuck with it. What
Well,
you talking
you
about?
Jordan is the
Jordan's
gay.
gay. What you talking
Well, I'm
about?
just saying, you don't be talking that shit about. I be like, I talk about my daughter on stage, and I said this is about my daughter, and I leave it as that because it's a sensitive community.
But it's not about sensitivity. It's about respect. It's about I respect what you do. You respect what I do. It's not about being sensitive. It's like no, you respect me. I respect you. Let's go out and, like you said, have drinks. Let's have a conversation. But I don't think anybody. When people say something wrong, like if I see somebody who considers himself to be gender nonconforming, and I misgender them, and I say he or I say she, and they correct me, I'm not going. I shouldn't feel canceled or feel upset because I didn't know. If you tell me we have a conversation, I'm gonna respect you because you told me, oh, this is how you identify. All right, I'm gonna try.
Well,
right?
I don't do identification. I don't. I'm being honest. I don't want to know if you him, them, they, and her. What's your name? Give me your name. Because I can't. I don't want you. That's a slippery slope. You fuck around and call him a she or him or them. I gets too much to the new gay community. When I was coming up, it was just it was just two things. You was a B. Can I say it?
What?
No.
Oh, you were just two things.
Okay.
They trying to get me canceled.
You was the B and the F.
You were the B and the F.
Oh, you definitely can't say
that.
That was all you was. But all of this new stuff, I don't care.
But this is
just
the thing.
tell me your name,
But this is the
and
thing.
I will respect
it's
you.
not new stuff because this is the thing. It's just the
It's new
same.
to
Wait,
me.
wait, it's new to you, but this is the thing.
Look at
It's
him.
the same
at him.
as when we were talking about a white person trying to get over calling us Negro or trying to get over calling us colored. It's because times have changed. It's not
Yes.
that, oh my gosh, these niggas are all of it now they want to be called colored and African American, and it's like no, actually I'm gonna listen to what you saying because it affects you. So I'm gonna try to do my best to not say colored no more. I'm gonna try to do my best to not say F no more, and not say B no more. But it's about
I just call you by your
communication.
name.
But nowadays I feel like people are so busy doing this that they don't actually communicate, so we don't actually move forward anything. You know what I mean?
So is it okay if I just say I don't need to know your pronouns? I just want to know your name.
I don't think that's offensive. Just say
No,
what's your
that's,
name.
I don't, because
As long as you
I
know-
dropped out of school. I don't even know what a pronoun means. So just give me your name. I don't know what a noun is. I don't know what a verb is. Just give me your name, and that's what I'm gonna call you. If you a gay woman, you want to be called Big Dick Willie. Big Dick Willie it is.
You know, fat is a slur now.
What?
Fat.
Fuck you telling me for?
And you offended?
I'm never offended. Let me tell you something. I'm straight off the USDA food stamp 10 years ago. I supposed to be fat. So I ate good. And when I did not buy with my food stamp, I stole or wrote your parents' check. So I've been fat a long time. No.
Yes, I learned that from Big Dank when she was here, though. She actually called it the F word.
The F word, fat.
Yeah.
Oh,
What? The F word.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Big Daddy, I
fucking
don't-
way. She can be offended. I mean, it's out there.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about it, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you is what you is.
Yeah.
I mean, how you gonna be offended to be called fat when you fat?
Yeah, she said
I'm
that-
fat. I'm thick.
She said they never said that word, and that word was forbidden in her household.
That's right.
Well,
Oh,
it's forbidden in her household, but not at the grocery store.
But it's forbidden. But it's forbidden in my household too.
really?
Nigga,
I
ain't
think-
nobody in your house fat.
But I-
Your skinny ass fat.
But I do
you
think
eat?
when a little kid, I feel like when little kids say fat, it hurts
That's
your
what I'm
heart.
saying. That's what.
When
That's
little
why,
kids call you fat,
That's
it's
why
like,
we don't
dang.
allow because you don't want our kids going out and say
Hey,
somebody fat.
Your kids can't. Your kid ain't nobody fat in your house.
She said, just skinny ass
Your
family.
skinny ass light skinned family. I be looking at y'all. Say all them niggas zeros over there. Your skinny ass family. Y'all be in the car. In this car, I see your family in the seat. They don't take up none of the seat. My family get in my car. My family can't even ride in my G-Wagon because their ass be hanging over the seat.
Oh
Skinny ass family.
Okay.
But I mean, you can't. I mean, saying fat could hurt people feeling. Saying fat to me, I don't give a fuck. Because I'm going to fight back. I'm going to easily go to your page and see your
yeah, no, you
autistic
gonna come for
kid,
him.
and I'm going to drag the shit
You
out
gonna
of
come
him.
for him.
I'm going to drag your whole family. So if you call me, fat don't hurt me. I know what I am. I'm not fat where I put deodorant up under my stomach. I'm not that type of fat. I'm not baby powder fat.
For real?
Yeah, but I sweat after 12.
This nigga saying for real,
Let me ask you a
y'all.
question about the SNAP benefits, right?
Why you asking her?
Because she understands.
Okay.
I sure
Just
the
like
fuck
we
do.
do. Or at least I do. Tell people what that means for people to have their SNAP benefits taken away, man, especially around the goddamn holiday season.
You know, I was just talking to my assistant today. I said, I see people in the grocery store celebrating that people don't have SNAP. And, nobody asked to be born into a family of poverty. Nobody asked to be born into a family of needs. When you out there picking that, you can't fault the kids for having a parents that need a program. So when you out here celebrating somebody not eating, that child is who you hurting. That child is who gonna go to school hungry like I did. I grew up on food stamps. There was so many times we ran out of food and I could not wait till Monday morning so I can get that breakfast at school or my mama food stamp to kick in on the 3rd. Nobody's thinking about the kids in there. So what? You might think that the mama selling the food stamp or the mama is a hood rat. But one thing I do know about being a hood rat mama, no matter how much you sell them food stamps, you gonna put a little bit back for grocery. And that little grocery is gonna feed that child for a certain amount of days. So while you out here celebrating, you hurting a kid that don't have shit to do with the family that they was born into. It's not their fault. And you want to take that from them?
That's right.
Which would give me flashback, and it hurts my feelings. It actually made me, I'm looking for a food bank. I found one in my community to give food to because nobody ever think about that child. I mean, I was a child with raggedy clothes. I was a child who had to get the Thanksgiving basket from school. I was a child that went to school raggedy, didn't have nothing. But you making it their fault. It's not their fault. Everybody can't be born to you.
That's right.
Everybody can't be born to me. But, I had it rough. And those are the people that you hurt. And that's when I'm on my social media talking shit, be like, oh, you need to stay out of politics. I said, why the hell do I need to stay out of politics when I pay a shit ton of taxes? And I was once those people that you're talking about.
That's right.
I
You
moved
lived it.
10 years from being on Section 8 and food stamps. So I would never forget when I had custody of my sister kids and I was working at Walmart and I had to get food stamps and how that helped out. That $1,200 I got for raising 8 kids still was not enough, but I had to make it do what they do. So when you're talking about SNAP out here, fuck the mama, forget the daddy. Think about that child and that household that needed more than anything, that you out here celebrate that they're not gonna be able to eat because you think their parents are getting their hair done or you think their parents are not doing what they're supposed to do.
right.
Nobody ever look behind that parent and see those hungry kids. So what is 6 kids on welfare? Well, hell, you taking my money building the ballroom.
Yeah.
You're taking my money doing dumb crap.
Funding
And let me
wars.
just say this.
Literally
They've been doing
killing
this
children.
for years. The Congress have been doing this for years, taking our money, making their lives better. But one thing I can say, I've never seen a president that took like they're doing the shit he doing. Now you had your little racist president, but they still were gonna trickle down and get a little black folks they little help here and there. And not only that, you cut our program to help people with their electricity. You cut our program to help people with their lights. Do you know how? And people's like, well, how is it affecting you? I might live in a 15,000 square foot house. And it had not hit me, and it hadn't hit you, and it hadn't hit you, and it probably hadn't hit you. But it hit the people that I talk to on a daily basis.
right.
It hit my friends when they cannot pay their bills, and I'm the only friend that they can call and say, "Can you give me a little bit of help?"
Yeah.
It hit my family. You know how many people I had to go help since this crap has been going on? And I don't put that on social media because it's none of your damn business. I don't do it for likes. I do it because I love the people that I'm helping. But so many of my friends are struggling behind this. And some of them don't even get SNAP. Some of them done lost their jobs. Those are the things that you got to think about when you out here celebrating on this bullshit.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. It's coming to Aldo next.
That's right.
It's coming to Aldo next. It's not, I can walk in the grocery store, I'm blessed, and not look twice at a price. I'm okay.
Right.
But nigga, in the last week, I've been looking like, damn, butter costs this much.
Yeah.
Let me go back to couponing. I literally say I got to go back to couponing because I got so many people that needs my help.
Hey, what about when you walk out the grocery store and somebody try to rob you for your groceries? It's gonna come to that.
It's going. I keep
They
telling
don't understand that.
People
They
think
don't
it's a game.
understand
Let me
that.
say this to you. When you take from the poor, they
Hello?
go to the
You
next
gonna get it
class.
one way or another.
They gonna get it. I've been that person.
That's right.
I've been that person that ran out of the store with liquor. I've been that person that ran out of the store with bologna and the other stuff. You think they stealing now? You think they stealing now? I don't know if y'all noticed this morning. Walmart telling Congress turn SNAP back on because they get a tax break. And they revenue with $8 billion a month, a year, or some shit that they get from people using SNAP in Walmart. So it's not just affecting us; it's affecting them too. That's
right.
Because
But
that was free money they was getting.
I also hope that the Democrats don't cave.
I
with
do
this.
hope
No,
that
they need
Jazz
to.
I don't think they. Have you seen those healthcare prices?
But they're going up anyway. So they're going up anyway.
But
So
what's going to happen
because
is
of the big beautiful bill, they're going up anyway.
But I feel like
But if
with
they
this
don't
dude is-
cave, is it still gonna go up?
Yes, they go up anyway because of the big beautiful bill. Hold
they
on,
go
I
up
was
the
just looking at it
same.
this
They go
morning.
up the
I'll tell you
same
right
prices.
now. Yes, they've already spiked in some places.
One lady said she had to pay. She was paying like $350 a month, and now she got to pay $2,000 a month for healthcare.
Now, I want to ask you that. How do you? So do you choose healthcare? Or do you choose to eat?
You choose to eat.
You choose to
You know what's
eat.
going to happen? They're not going to take health care, and then they're only going to go to the doctor when it's something
When
that
they
they have
die.
to go for when they die.
But I feel like
'Cause
this
they're
is-
going to have to do home
Yes,
remedies.
Yes, the healthcare is going to go up anyway because the big beautiful bill didn't include the extension of the tax credits to keep the cost down. So it's
Well,
going
that's
up
what they're
anyway.
trying to get. That's what they're trying to get, the extension. That's the whole
that's what I'm saying.
holdout.
So it's going up anyway.
So what
But
I'm
don't we-
saying, if they get it, it won't go up.
What you mean?
I mean,
If the Democrats don't cave.
if the Democrats don't
No,
cave,
because of the big beautiful bill, it didn't include the extension of the
but
tax
they
credits
fighting
to
for the
keep the cost
extension.
down.
Aren't they fighting for them to put the extension in the big beautiful?
The premiums hold for a year. Like it goes up and it's going to hold for a year up until the election.
This is
If I'm
crazy.
saying that right.
And people,
I just
I'm
feel like
telling you.
that man is gonna make everything fall on itself.
Yes, the premiums are set for a year at this point. So it's like right now, what are Democrats holding on for? Because next year is the 2026 election.
But I feel like if it's this, then it's gonna be something else. It's gonna be something else. It's gonna be something else. He's always gonna find a way to manipulate so that everybody
he plays
gives
hardball.
up
It's a
whatever it
trickery
is that
slope,
makes.
though.
That's
But there's so many people that's not getting
But it is a
paid.
choice. I saw
There's people
Hakeem
that not
Jeffries
getting
on with
money,
Jake
you know?
Tapper the other day. Jake Tapper asked him a simple question. He said, "You're acknowledging that it's a choice between healthcare and people not being able to take care of their immediate needs right now
Right
because
now,
of the
that's the
government
point.
shutdown."
Yeah.
So it is
that's
a
what
choice.
but that's exactly what he wanted the choice to be, so that then we would get rid of healthcare. Then it's gonna be something else. Then it's gonna be something else. Then it's gonna be something else. So that we could always have to make the choice. Got to make the choice.
And you-
That's
and
how
you-
dictators work.
But this is all to kill the poor too. I mean, this is just to kill the poor. You know, make it. I guess they just want to wipe it white. And I keep asking. I even ask my white friends. I said, "Can you tell your white relative if this country were all white? Well, what y'all gonna eat? Stadium hot dogs? White people ain't got no food.
That's the only food culture they got.
They ain't got no food. I mean, but you know what really pisses me off when I see them sitting in Mexican restaurants. When I be want to ask them,
Crazy.
is this how you feel? I mean, tell me how you feel. You sitting up here eating all this good seasoned ass meat. You know, you
Listen.
can't get at the house. And I be want to ask them that. They couldn't come in my
The
restaurant.
same way they used to hate niggas and then listen to a Nat King Cole album. It's the same thing.
They couldn't dance to
The
it.
same way they
But
passed
you know what?
anti-LGBTQ legislation, but all got secret boyfriends.
That part.
That
part.
That's the one that Jordan, when you write, right? Especially for somebody like Miss Pat, or just in general, because I love They Ain't No More. I don't know why that's still not on Broadway right now. But are you trying to entertain, heal, or make people feel uncomfortable?
All of the above.
Oh yeah, he wants you to feel uncomfortable. He wants you to cry, and if you another race, he wants you to get upset. He wants you to think. He always wants you to think. And if you watch this season of the Miss Pat show, this is why I bust out crying at.
Oh, see, you talking about the season that's not out yet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like he would be in my ear and he would keep pushing me and pushing me. And my thing is that, you know, I had kids really young, been through a lot, and he would just keep pushing me until I break down. Because my mama is one of the biggest people in my life, I can say, that did me like shit. Did not protect me, you know, let me get molested, just treated me like shit and I made me think I was not loved. And he know that that's my trigger point. And he would be in my ear just going on about my mama Mildred to the point where this season, when it comes out, you'll see me.
That was season 4.
Okay, so with season
Yeah,
4,
when
where
your
you will
mama
see me
comes
say,
back as a ghost.
I hate her. And I had never said I hated my mama out loud. I've forgiven my mama because I realized it was a generational curse. You know, everything that happened to my mama, she allowed to happen to me. And so I forgive her because she didn't know no better. But I still have to live with the things that she allowed to happen to me that I didn't allow to happen to my kids.
Yeah.
I don't know why my daughter gay.
And it's like,
What the fuck is wrong?
What
is
that
your
got
problem?
to do with?
Do you even know what your problem is?
She knows. It's undiagnosed. It's
What that had to
undiagnosed.
do with anything?
It's undiagnosed. It's undiagnosed. No, but that's the crux of like everything that I do. And whenever I'm writing, I never like try to write from a place of like, oh, I got a message that I want to get out. It's usually because I have questions within myself that I got to figure out within myself. Like even with this new play, Oh Happy Day, it was really like, it took me 7 years to write it because I had to grow. Sometimes I feel like as artists, we're given things that we're not yet mature enough to give out into the earth.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like, I can't do that microwave art. Sometimes you got to do that crock pot art where it's falling off the bone. You know what I mean? And I feel like I had to learn through Oh Happy Day that happiness was a choice. That took forever for me to learn. The idea that like
And
it was
don't
up to me to
forget-
choose.
Yeah.
Don't
my
forget
happy,
season
you know?
4 of the court show is out.
Yes.
Yes, it's out. So, and that was me and Jordan idea, and we teamed up with 495, and we made it happen. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Well, I got to go back to what Jordan just said. So, Joe, what does radical black joy look like to you right now? And how do you protect it in a business that profits off black pain?
Ooh, come on. Right now, it looks like protecting ourselves. It looks like discovering radical spaces for us to like actually gather and actually have joy. Because right now I feel like we're in a time where everybody wants to do everything on social media, but we forget that the people who own social media were at the inauguration. The people who own these platforms were at the inauguration, so they're like kind of rooting for our downfall. So we have to go back to creating gathering spaces for ourselves. It looks like, you know, dancing by yourself and looking at yourself in the mirror and say, damn, I'm fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks like a Soul Train line. It looks like a cookout with some good ass potato salad and some good ass fried chicken. It looks like all of us coming together and reminding ourselves of our worth and our power in a time when we're being told that we are worthless, you know?
The
and it's
50s, the
literally-
40s.
Literally.
When black
it's
people
like,
cared about each other.
that's sometimes I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes when I feel bad about what's going on right now, I go back and watch Roots. And I'll be like, damn, at least we ain't, at least we ain't there.
Right.
And then we want that power, whatever that strength is that they had. Because I always get pissed off whenever people are like, I'm not my ancestors. I'll beat your ass. I'm not as weak as them. Da, da, da. But actually, they
way
were
stronger
they
than
were
us.
the strongest of the strong.
Absolutely.
To make it over on the Middle Passage and to get through months and months of starvation and rape and beatings, and you had to be literally physically the strongest of the strongest. So that's who we are descendants of. And we have to remind ourselves of that in moments like this, in a dark moment in our country where it seems like nothing is coming for us. The future is bleak. We have to remind ourselves that all of that's built in us. We already have it, you know? And as far as protecting it in these kind of situations or the Hollywood of it all, it's really just like writing from an authentic place and knowing that the audience that will get it will get it. Like even with Oh Happy Day right now, it was the same thing with Ain't No Mo. It's like it's a very specific play for a very specific audience, you know, a very specific black audience, but they don't always know when a play is happening. You know what I mean? Like you said, I didn't know that was happening. They don't always know when it's happening. So then what happens is we write this black ass material and the seats are filled with mainly white people and all the jokes and all the things and everything just goes over their head. So it's like it's important for us to find gathering spaces like that as well. So yeah, that's
I think the only people that can save Broadway is black people.
it's,
I go to a lot of Broadway plays, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
the energy that was around Hamilton, the Ain't No Mores, even the Outsiders right now that got black cast in it, Wicked, like stuff, like it gotta be diversity on Broadway.
It's got to.
I'm not going to watch anything if my people is not in it. Not even a TV show. I need at least one person that represents me. And if it's an all white show, I'm not interested because if you support those things and those shows continue to do well, they're never going to give all actors any work.
Yeah.
They're going to say, well, this is what, like when we was little, they told you, hey, this is how American Family is, the Brady Bunch. Well, we weren't growing up like no Brady Bunch. That shit wasn't real. Then the Jefferson, then the good times come along. You're like, oh, somebody who represent where I come from.
Right.
So, you know, I don't, if you don't have anything that represent me in there, my people, I don't watch it.
That's what I don't understand either, though. And we had these conversations about TV and film. We had all of that in the 90s, and it was
did.
super successful.
did.
What the fuck happened?
They built it on our backs and then they got rid of us.
That's what
just like they did with a lot of with Living Single, and then you got Friends, and then you know what I mean? It's like a lot of times it's like they want us to be the ones to build it up, and then they get rid of us like this. I don't know if you watching TV right now, but it's white.
is white.
I don't watch TV on that.
Yeah.
It's
It is
whiter
very
than white,
white.
and I think
It's
it has a
getting
lot
rid
to
of
do.
a lot of black shows.
For real. And I think it has a lot to do with the political. They want to move to wherever the political climate is. So we have to be the ones, once again, making sure that we're protecting our black joy and our safe spaces that support black art.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the key too, man. Black people don't be supporting like they should.
Yeah.
I hate
Well,
it.
they talk about it. You know, I had to tell people this when Miss Pat show came out. They was like, "Oh my God, this is not a representation of my family." And then Jordan would get mad at me because I would go online. I said, "Look, bitch, I don't know you. If this don't click with you, then move the fuck on." Because I'm going for people who gets me. And then eventually, by the second season, they were like, "Oh my God, I love this show." But I was like, you never see white people online beating down white shows. If they don't like them, they don't like. But we quick to tell you we don't like something that black people create. And I tell people, I say, you black people listening today, y'all never go to Louis Vuitton or Gucci and say you don't like that crap. You just don't buy it or you can't afford to buy it. But as soon as a black person put out a product, you kills it. You kill, instead of just saying or inboxing the person telling them what you don't like about it, you go public and want to destroy the black person from inside out. I never complain about black product. If you sell me something that I don't like, I keep my mouth shut. One, you're black. Two, I hope you succeed. Three, I ain't gonna buy your shit no more. But I'm not gonna talk about you publicly because white people don't do that shit. You never see white people online dogging out white shows. But let a black show come along. Even if I don't like a black show, I will let it play in the black background because you black.
I want to say this one thing about the Miss Pat show and why Miss Pat is so revolutionary is in that sitcom too, is because like when we shot that pilot, that like we said, that's not something that you normally see on TV. When we shot that pilot, we shot it in LA and we shot it on the same soundstage as Julia. I don't know if y'all know what Julia is, but that was a Diane Carroll show in the 60s, and that was the first time that a black woman was on television where she wasn't playing a maid. She was actually playing a nurse, and she was a single mother. She had a son, and my mom had a Julia doll. That was a big deal. We shot on the exact same soundstage as Julia, and Diane Carroll was known for saying that she wasn't a fan of that show in the 60s because she felt like she had to play a white Negro. She felt like she had to play a palatable black woman for this audience. So I remember that Debbie Allen directed our pilot, and I remember she was like, "Jordan, you want to go to work with me one day?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Well, on the way there, I gotta stop and go say goodbye to Diane Carroll." I was like, "Goodbye to Diane Carroll?" And she stopped in front of this apartment building, and she went upstairs, and she came down, little tears in her eyes, and said, "All right, let's go to work." And I realized that Diane Carroll was passing away, and we were going to work on the same soundstage as Julia, and we were doing the complete opposite of this palatable black woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that just felt like so cosmic in a really beautiful way. So I feel like I'm proud of the work that 5 seasons is crazy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
5 seasons.
I'm proud
When
of Miss
season
Pat,
5
but
start?
I'm very proud of Jordan. Yo, you're so young doing this, doing what you do. I think this is dope, and I'm glad that you did not let anybody steal your joy on your way, you know, during your journey, because you're too young, because you're what they call it, green in the industry. They feel like you know. I love that.
Thanks.
You got to learn to stick to, and I know, Envy, you got to get home and see about your family because
No,
you
I'm
keep
good.
trying to go. But
I'm good. I love this conversation.
Did y'all eat today?
Did y'all eat today?
Y'all asked Miss Pat if she ate today.
No, I was talking
No,
about
no,
She said that family was skinny.
Oh, my fault.
You already attacking you. Go ahead, Miss Pat.
I forgot what the fuck I was going to say because I got menopause.
You was talking about eating.
No, we was not talking about eating.
We were talking about being green in
You
the
said
industry.
you used to go hungry. At some point, you started eating and couldn't stop after that. What happened?
She didn't say that.
Kiss my ass from the front. How about
Kiss my
that?
ass from the front is crazy.
I don't know what I was
So
about
he
to
was
say.
asking about season 5. I think that's he was asking
No,
about
she was talking about
No,
Jordan.
you were talking about being
in the
green
industry.
and
Oh yeah, but I don't know. But you know, Jordan has been awesome, and I love him. You know, and I don't know if we will ever do another project together, but Jordan has gotten me over so many mental humps where I thought I couldn't do it, and he put it in me that I could do it. I mean, I couldn't act well shit, and he never said you couldn't act, but he's like, you need some help. You know, and it was such a joy working with somebody who don't judge you, who instead of putting you down, he came along and fixed the things that were broken with me, and he understood me from the beginning, and that is hard to do. And you want to know something crazy? Every time I get a project, I want Jordan on it, but I know I can't have Jordan on it because he don't need to be on it. You know, we've learned from each other, and we can go off onto the world and make our own thing. But he's my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And then every time he was like, "Well, who you want to write?" In my mind go Jordan, and other like, "Bitch, leave Jordan alone. He's creating gay plays and all of this other stuff."
Gay plays.
But think about the duos we've seen. Like, think about Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan.
And I try to tell him, what's the
Scorsese and
what's the white dude's name?
Spike
who
and
did all the
Denzel.
cut?
Spike and Denzel.
Yes, what's the guy named
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler. And I told him, I said,
he got his team.
what I loved about Adam Sandler, he put on
Adam.
his Adam Sandler, whatever, you know, I'm talking straight. What I loved about him, he put everybody on. And every time he got a project, he continued to put his friends on. And they all got rich together. And that's what I be telling Jordan. I said, even though if you don't come back and use me, use those writers that we start with. Use those because they understand you. So keep your people close that understand you and continue to build. And that's the only thing I ever asked him for. I said, I know, I be trying to tell you need to let me be executive producer and I don't show up and just help me get a check. But he was like, hell no. Everybody else do it. Everybody else have their kids. I call them people who have show, put my kids on. They be like, put your kids on. And they won't even put my kids on. If you ask me to put somebody on, I'm going to put them on. Because it ain't my
if they
money.
good at their job, you're not just giving random people. Because one time we did that and we had to, you remember, we had to let somebody go that same day.
But but he was on.
That's all that counts. You get
You get an
an
opportunity.
Right.
But we in this industry, we gotta start looking out for each other because so many times you go on these sets and they white. When people come to me like, God damn, your set is black, gay, Puerto Rican, all kind of people.
Black cameramen, women cameramen. You know what I mean?
like
I don't play. I do not. I handpick them. And Jordan get on me, be like, you be in every damn department. You would not watch the Miss Pat show and a wig is done wrong. Because Miss Pat don't walk around there and touch that wig. Hey, more glue, more gel, more something. Because I care about everybody. On this season, we had an episode about Ice and the Mexican lady. And they just threw the makeup on her. And I was like, why she greasy? And they was like, well, that's how I said, that's not how they look. She pretty. And I took the makeup people, I said, you gonna fucking fix her face. And they fixed it. Because why am I looking good and background not looking good? Not on my show. Everybody going to get fed and everybody going to look good and everybody going to work.
Y'all craft service is popping, I bet.
Yes, it is. You goddamn right it is.
Listen.
Yes, it is. Hey, baby, it's a buffet over there.
Damn.
Now, it ain't none of that mess. Baby, they barbecue every day in the back of that set.
Why the black makeup artists thought Mexicans was greasy? Like, what's that? All you got? Why did they think that?
I don't know.
I think it was the problem because a lot of times with camera makeup it looks good off camera, but then when you get on camera you be like, whoa.
Yes.
that was
And so
good.
to me, like, I don't think they saw it off camera. But when you put them lights on her, she was very greasy. And I was like, why you got her looking like that? They was like, what? I said, no. I said, come on, baby. And she was a backup. I said, come on, baby. We're going to fix this. And I never told her she was greasy. I said, they need to touch you up.
Did she speak English?
Yeah, she spoke
okay,
English.
yeah.
But then what? You weren't gonna make her look like that.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
I want everybody to look good. I want everybody to look back on my show and be happy about how they look. I care about everybody.
Yeah.
What's the
I
Ice
do.
episode about?
Oh,
I can't
listen,
wait.
we can't tell you, but it's
can't
crazy.
tell you.
It's so crazy that we didn't know if they was gonna let us air it.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
Lord, it is hilarious.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
I love you, Charlamagne.
I love you
do.
too,
When
Miss
you gonna
Pat.
get into Congress? We need you.
What?
When you gonna become a congressman?
When I'm 50-something years old.
Well, we need you, Charlamagne.
Late
You're
50s.
very intelligent. You smart. If I had half the knowledge that you had, I would be out there like Jan McCrockett, cutting their asses
You do
down.
have it.
No, I don't.
From a street perspective, and that's the best perspective.
Yeah, but I ain't got time. See, I'm not.
Miss Pat does tell me that. Like, she texts me all the time, and be like, "I told you the next Andrew Gillum." Just
Wow.
Andrew Gillum.
Wow. I think she's right.
I think she's right. I think she's right.
Politics, I think you'd be a great politician.
Politics out the ass.
I hate y'all. Miss Pat, ladies Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan E.
Jordan,
Cooper.
I'm coming to see Oh Happy Day. You said this
Come
last
on.
week?
Yep, last week.
I'm coming this week.
Come on
Can
through.
I give a
Come
shout
on
out to
through.
somebody? I know shout out. So can I give a shout out to Carlos Miller from 85
Oh,
South?
that's
Look,
my guy.
for doing up my husband old school's 1970 Chevelle. I'm coming to your damn car show
can't
called
wait.
Carlos Don't Hook. We got a 70 and a 72, and Carlos redid them bitches.
What color was it?
Oh, I gotta see him.
I don't know what color it is. Brown and with a white stripe, the other one white with the brown stripe.
think I might have
But
seen on the page. That's what I
it's
asked you.
that bitch is bad.
Yeah, Carlos
Carlos
be busy.
Miller
That's
hooked
what's
my
up.
2 cars up for my husband, and we coming to light skin car show.
I love it.
Yes, we are.
Not the
Carlos
light skin
Miller. What up,
car show.
Carlos? It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hold up. Every day I wake up. Wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?